Well, here we are.
Ouch.
Here we are again. We're
Yes,
coming
we
back
are.
at you again. We just got done listening to what we did last week. Well, actually, last Saturday, I guess it was. And when we recorded our first Born a Musician show. Just want to say this is Captain Hook. I'm in St. Petersburg tonight, but John Seda is in Rising Sun Studios over in Tampa, and we're coming back at you.
Strong, baby, strong.
Strong. John, you gonna have to get closer to the mic there, I guess.
Okay, baby, I'll get closer. Is that better?
There you go.
Okay, cool.
Picking up.
It's picking up. It's picking up. How's everybody doing out there? Everybody doing good? I hope so.
Yes, sir.
Want to put a shout out to Michael Cruz, my buddy, one of the lone survivors of Only the Wise. Are we still here?
Yeah, we're still doing good. I'm just checking a couple things, making sure, there's a couple little glitches here and there that you're fixing along the way. But anyway, this is only our second show, and our last show, the mics were overdriven, something fierce. At least my mic was, and we want to apologize to that because doing a show about musicians and sound, that's important stuff, It was a great interview and all that sort of stuff, but, I felt compelled to come on the air tonight and let's just go and do another show right here and, talk about a few things. And we had a lot of listeners out there tonight, and I appreciate them all sticking around with us, even though we used to call it in the old music days, back when everybody had cords and no wireless stuff, a bunch of squankery, when you had wire gremlins tangling up your cords, and there was always some racket going on, and it seems like nothing changes even with computers.
Well, it was our first show. And we did it right. I mean, we were able to get the message across. It was interesting doing the first show because it was experimental. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
But now we're going to be tweaking out the stuff and making it better and better every time, every week.
Right, and that's exactly what we're trying to do here. And just it's a work in progress, just like any artistic kind of a thing that you push forward is.
Right.
Anyway, it was some funny stuff though that went on during the course of, we had put out a bunch of promotional pictures for the Born a Musician radio show.
Yeah,
and we got a lot of interest. And my daughter sent me a thumbs up and didn't say anything. And I was thinking, I'm going to call her and I'll text her. I said, how's it feel to have a cool dad? I mean,
You're talking about Chio. That's what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No picture, of course, with Chio on my shoulder and John there. It's too much, man. It's too much. But anyway, it was a lot of fun, and the show was a lot of fun. The problem we're having to do is try not to move a whole lot of equipment into Rising Sun Studios up there. And so because I'm still producing shows out of St. Petersburg, so at the same time trying to do it with not moving so much equipment. And what happens is when you bring a cheesy laptop to a gunfight,
no, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. So you need a lot more equipment to make it sound better. But I feel like I'm at home here, and I'm in my comfort zone.
It's like going to a gunfight and they throwing eggs and we had the eggs and they had the shotguns.
yeah.
Sawed off shotguns.
Right. You might as well be the skeet. You know what I
mean? Oh man.
Oh boy. But anyway, what's going on since we did the last show here, John? What's going on over there at Rising Sun Studio, and what kind of little projects you got going on?
Well, we've been doing a lot of cool stuff. Today I worked with a gentleman by the name of Gerald Landry. He was actually from Canada, and he came down and he's on vacation here. So we recorded some songs for him, and that was a lot of fun today.
Very good. What kind of music?
I was doing Christian music, and
Great.
He was actually country music and very very good singer. It was a lot of fun because when somebody he had that Johnny Cash type of thing going on, and so it was a lot of fun. It was very, very cool.
Wow, wow.
And we were talking about Canada and things that are happening in the news and stuff like that. So it was pretty interesting, especially now this whole thing about the internet. But we're not going to go down that route right now.
Right. Well, you know what? There was a few weeks ago on the Eggman and Hook show, we interviewed a band. It was called Lady at the Well. It's a Christian band, and I had the opportunity of working with them at Feather Sound Church. And these guys are awesome. Let me just play real quick a bit of them. That is Lady at the Well, The Offering. That's awesome, isn't it?
That's a pretty cool tune. I like that.
I know
Pretty
it.
cool.
I
Very
know
nice.
it. I know. When you mentioned Christian music, I ran to a file that we have for our show, our bands that we keep for all the bands that have been on us with us on the air, and I just wanted to pull that one out real quick. It just flashed on me when you said, you know, about the dude from doing the Christian recording today at your studios.
Right. Yeah, we do all types of things. I always it's interesting being in a recording studio because you get to work with all types of genres, all types of people from different backgrounds, and I love doing it. And actually, it's funny because people call me all the time and they'll say, like, well, what's your favorite, what are you an expert at? And it's kind of a strange question for me because I've accustomed myself to like anything that's good. I always truly believe that if, you have a great song, it's a great song no matter what genre it is.
I know, and just like labeling people, when you start labeling songs, you or styles or whatever, and nowadays there's like no rock anymore or whatever, and there's no real country music anymore, but there's a mix of all of it together, and
it's all hybrid, basically.
Yeah, right. It's all hybrid, and it really doesn't have any labels anymore. You just know if you like it,
The funny thing is that they keep on coming up with different genre names, and it's like confusing, and it's basically, I think it should be just all called fusion at this point, because really what it is a mix of everything.
No, we got anything new going on with Born a Musician? I mean,
well, we've
anything
got
you want to
some
plug?
things. I've got my buddy flying down from New Jersey. His name is Orlando Martinez, and we're going to finish the script for the movie called Born into Pain, and it's going to be the first movie that Born a Musician wants to support. I'm a writer, and he's a writer on it. And basically, in the future, we're going to be doing films, music projects, anything that has to do with the arts and supporting the arts. We're going to be behind it. So I'm very excited about that because it's almost done. It's a very interesting story. In the past shows, you played a song called "Born into Pain," and that's where the movie came from.
Right.
And we're going to turn it into a book, and we're getting ready to do various videos in Orlando. He's going to be, coming down, and we're going to be doing commercials for the radio station. We're going to be doing commercials for Born a Musician. We're going to be doing music videos, and we're going to do anything in our power to help musicians understand that they have to make money in music, and we're going to set the example, basically.
Yeah, you mentioned Born into Pain. Let's play it.
Into pain. As I waited my turn, I often wondered who I'd be. I can't imagine playing the part to be born into pain. choice in the given. I'm here to share my mother's pain. I feel a mother's pain. No choice, no choice, no choice. I'm born into pain. No choice, no choice, no choice. I'm about to live. Temptation will be my eternal fate. Like the empire's eternal damnation. I must overcome the pain to become stronger from my mother's mistakes. Oh, mother, you gave me no choice. Mother, hear my voice. Oh God, it's hard enough as it is. Why all the rock and dust? Born into pain. That's my fate. Born into pain. Born into pain. And that's my pain. Didn't imagine things would turn out this way. As I waited my turn up here in heaven, upon me comes a burden, another choice, looking through the eyes of trouble I await. There was something I must have liked about you. See, I chose my fate. I chose my fate. Born to be given and to overcome the being born into pain. Here I am. I choose my fate. Waiting to be born. Here I am. Here I am. Waiting to be born. Here I am. Here I am. Waiting to be born. Waiting to be born. Here I am. Here I am. Waiting to be born. Born into pain. Born into pain. Born into pain. Born into pain. Waiting to be born. Waiting to be born.
Wow. It gives you chills, doesn't it, John?
Yeah, it does. I worked on that one for a little bit. That was an interesting project.
We got a minute, real quick. Tell us about that. Tell us about that.
That song started a long time ago. A friend of mine by the name of Cruz Cimbello, she, which is actually Michael Cimbello's ex-wife. Remember Michael Cimbello from Maniac? The song Maniac? She's a maniac.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Maniac. Remember that?
From Flashdance, yes.
Yeah, from Flashdance. Yeah, he used to play the guitar player for Stevie Wonder.
Wow.
Well, one day she contacted me and she said, I want to know if you can, she was working like volunteer for a drug rehab center. And she wanted me to write a song about, crack babies, about mothers smoking crack. And I was like, whoa, that's pretty deep. But I've always been one not to, run away from a challenge. So I said, well, give me some time, and let me just think about it. And then it took me about a week or so, And it finally hit me, and basically, when you hear the lyrics, you can tell it's about a baby getting ready to be born, and he's talking to God about why is he going to be born into addiction. So then one thing led to the other, and when I met Orlando Martinez years ago, as the guy's going to be coming down to do the videos from New Jersey, one night where he was coming to me for some advice about his career, and he told me he was a scriptwriter. And I said, whoa, wait a minute. And then he told me he would be interested to work with me. And then that same night, actually, we started writing. It was crazy, and all of a sudden, at 7 o'clock the next morning, and Trish knows about this kind of stuff. We do it all the time. We just go for it,
Yeah.
and that's how the idea for the movie was born. And it's interesting because I tell a lot of musicians don't wait for people to to come to you to get you started. You should always be ready to do it on a moment's notice, even for the sake of yourself. And the idea about creating projects like that is that you have them in the can, and when the opportunity shows up, then you can sell them. So our dream is to hopefully have a famous director or somebody from a big film company to pick it up. And our idea is right now is once the movie is done, the script for the movie is done, we're going to turn it into a book.
Wow.
And we're going to sell the book ourselves, and then this way we can generate some capital and some interest. And I truly believe that it's going to turn into a movie because the story so far has been that way.
Right. All right, we're going to go real quick to a commercial break. When we come back, we have a surprise on the line on the other side. Oh man, I can't wait. How about you? I don't know.
I know. She's my buddy.
It's too crazy. Anyway. And we are back, and on the line with us, I think we have a special guest. Is our special guest there?
Yeah, how you doing, Cap?
Hey, it's Patricia. It's Patricia Martinez.
Yes, sir. Hey, babies.
So what we just got done listening to the first show, and I had a wild hair, and I said, we got to go on the air. We got to go on the air because the people are too important to us, all our listeners out there. And we want to let them know that sound that they heard before. What is going on down here?
It's Florida, baby. That's called thunder in the background.
Did you hear that?
That's thunder right here. Oh my goodness.
Well, let's go to Patricia Martinez with a weather report.
Got the rocking in the rain, man.
Yeah, let's hear the weather report from Trish.
Right. Rocking in the rain.
Yeah. So anyway, we were just wanting to come on afterwards and say that this is a work in progress, and so we're trying to clean it up. I think tonight the recording and the live broadcast will be a lot better.
Right.
So,
right. Well, actually, we gotta give a warm thanks to Captain Hook because we've met just a couple of times at the studio and doing some testing, and we were trying to do it with a small amount of equipment, and we realized that's not going to work. But it was not anybody's. Well, it's a technical thing, but we know now what we're going to do the next time, so it's going to be better and better and better. So don't be discouraged because of the first hour. There's a little swing and stuff of sound, but it was because we didn't have the right setup. But now that's going to be fixed, isn't it? And we'll be able to be hams. All of us will be hams.
Yep.
Definitely.
So Trish, what's going on with you?
Well, actually, I'm chilling. I'm watching the NBA basketball game right now. OKC and the Bulls, they're going at it.
Oh.
Of course, I'm a Miami Heat fan. I'm watching the game. I love the game. So
there you go. What's the score? What's the score?
Well, the Bulls are down. OK's in the lead.
Did we loser? I think we lost.
Yeah,
the Bulls are about to lose. Yeah, I'm not watching the whole game. I just caught it a few minutes ago, so they're actually on a commercial break. So, but the Bulls are losing.
Well, anyway, so so we just wanted to, because Trish is now part of the Born a Musician radio show, we had to reach out because this was spontaneous to get everybody. We got John coming in on Skype. We got Trish coming in via AT&T cell phone towers, and so we got it going on, I guess.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And we're sitting back talking about some music, talking about the future of the show, and we're talking about the video too, how good that's become, and how many listeners and how many viewers are out there actually looking at it, and then some of the promotion pictures that we did over the weekend that we've put out there, we've got great response to. So
great. Well, I hope the fans are loving the video. I really do.
They really, and it's something very special that you did there. I mean, you're turned into quite the comedic actor,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think are you still there?
Yeah, John's back with us.
Yeah, I got lost in the zone. Something happened.
Yep.
Are we all there?
Yeah, well, we lost Trish when I grabbed you back. That's the one problem with this.
Oh, that's the one
But
problem. Does she have to call you back?
No, fill in for a second. I'll get it all back together.
Okay. So, yeah, well, we're here. We're getting ready to do some great things in the future. I'm going to talk about something because I know Trish is listening right now. And in this show, we're going to be doing a lot of funny stuff too, talking about, things that musicians do. And I always wondered, how come when you're in a band, singers never carry equipment? Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, but we can't. I don't have Trish back now. There we go.
Well, we got to,
I got her. Okay.
Is she back?
Now, Trish.
Yeah, I'm back now.
Okay.
I think it was a bad connection.
Yeah, it's weather out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, babies, I'm back.
Okay.
So I was telling, I wanted to bring up some funny stuff, and I said, what's up with singers not carrying equipment at the beginning and at the ending of the gig?
Dead air. Trish, this is radio.
That's the first time I've ever seen you be quiet.
You mean,
I didn't quite hear that. Can you repeat that again, John, please?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll repeat it again.
I came in kind of late. I'm late here.
Okay. I said, what happens? What is it with singers that never carry equipment before and after the gig?
Because we got to prep and we got to get right and get prepared and say our prayers, and after the gig we're freaking tired, dude.
Oh, look at this.
A lot of singing and dancing on stage, but
So you
sometimes I do though. Sometimes.
So you don't think that drummers, bass players, and guitar players are tired after carrying their equipment, and then they might break their fingers before a gig? And
Yeah. I'm sure they're tired.
John, what John's trying to say is that singers
You never help.
Singers don't make good roadies.
That's true. It's very true, Jeff.
I'll take that back, though. I had a great singer, Eric LaRose, and he was always right there willing to help and put everything on stage and do it, man. But it's few and far between, I'll tell you that. They usually want to show up.
Sometimes I do offer my help.
That's right. They want to show up to the gig just before you're ready to go on, or 5 minutes late. Like they're the star. What's up with that?
I don't know, Cap. I don't know what it is, man. Can't explain that one. Because I can't speak for all of the singers,
No, I don't. I'm not gonna. I'm just joking.
We're just making a goof.
Some of that is right. Some of that is true. But I tend to, want to give a helping hand.
Right.
I extend my help.
Sure. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Of course.
Well, there's a very kind lady who actually texted me just a few minutes ago, and she wanted to know if she could have permission to forward the link because she's listening to the show. So I want to give a great shout out to Cathy there. She's always thinking of kind things about the world. She's a very cool lady on Facebook. Thank you, Cathy, for sharing. And I just saw that you did that. I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah. Thank you. We appreciate all our fans out there and everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube. John, talk talk a little bit about YouTube real quick and talk about the affiliation with YouTube.
Well, we're a YouTube distributor, and the way it works is that when you put a single on bornamusician.com, it gets what they call watermarked. And basically what that means is like a digital imprint. They call it Content ID. And what happens is that when a song goes up on YouTube, it doesn't matter what part of the world, the artist gets paid for it. So, for example, if I took a music video from one of the artists that posted and I put it on my Born a Musician page, they get paid for that. So if it's on 100 different YouTube channels, the artist gets paid for every single channel that his music is being paid on. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is excellent.
And it's very cool when you think about it. If somebody takes your music without your permission, you're getting paid for it regardless. It doesn't matter.
Now who oversees that to make sure all that comes to fruition? Is it the YouTube people, Google people?
Yeah, it's YouTube. I mean, basically what it is they, you know how YouTube works. They put a commercial in front of anything that's up there. Basically, it's what's called monetizing the account.
Yeah, if you're popular. Yeah.
Right. Well, you don't have to be popular. It could be anybody. I mean, they're putting commercials on anything. If you monetize the channel, or if you go through a company like mine, then they put a commercial in front of it, and based on Google AdWords and how much the advertiser is paying for the commercial, because it's based on a bid system, then that's how much the artist gets paid in royalties. And so let's say everybody knows about the little skip ad button at the front of a YouTube commercial. So if you skip it, they get paid less. If they listen to it for 1 minute, it's paid less, and if they listen to the whole song, they get paid a lot more. So it's it's a really cool thing.
All right. And if anybody out there is interested, you can contact Born a Musician. Go to bornamusician.com and sign up, and it's free. And just become a member.
Yeah.
And be able to get into the social community in there and talk to other musicians and see what's going on.
Yeah. We also have a social page too, which when you get to the page, it'll say social, so you can click on that. We also, if you send me an email at john@risingsundigital.com, I will answer you back. I think one of the only companies that do that. I do real live customer service.
Right. And we're having a lot of interest of people that would like to come onto the show. I've run into a few of the people that are involved with WDBF. Can you have my nephew on? Can you?
Hey, that's what it's all about. That's what we're here for.
Listen, and if you would like to be on Born a Musician, and we'd love to have you, send us an MP3 to wdbfradio@gmail.com. That's wdbfradio@gmail.com. And just send an MP3, and that's we prefer it in that format. And we'll get it on the air. And even if it sucks, we'll put it on the air once.
But we won't tell you.
We won't. Yeah, but and you never know what one person thinks sucks. It's
what's funny when you
somebody
said the
might
word,
like it.
You know what's funny about the word sucks. Let's talk about generations. I think Trish can relate to this. Trish, jump in if anytime you want to. Right.
Okay.
When I grew up, right, that word was pretty common. If you played in a band, if you didn't do well, they go, "Yo, man, you suck," right? And then
Right.
it would make you do, it'd be like, "Damn, I got to go home and practice." We used to call it woodshedding.
Yeah.
And now in this generation, everybody's a hero. Everybody's
a star.
Everybody's great.
Yeah.
Everybody's a star. So somebody can sing out a pitch and make the chickens run out the window, and they'll say, "Oh, son, you're so good." And they don't realize that they're doing more damage than good, because the word "sucks" it hurts a little bit, but it makes you be stronger. And
Right.
you'd be surprised of and I'm not saying that in a mean way. I'm just saying it is that